Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Part 12. I am here with my mod, Katie.
Hello.
And we are Sugar and Spice and Nothing at All Nice. So we just got out of court where, of all people, Larry saved the day. And we have one more day to investigate and one more day to prove Miles' innocence, even though he has just confessed to having a nightmare that he thinks is a memory of a murder. And it faded to black. So, let's get on with this and see what
The bailiff dragged him back to the detention center before we could finish talking to him.
yeah, Nick was like yelling after the bailiff. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Aw, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Read the room, Larry, yells Chad.
Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Larry.
Look at my badge. Woohoo, I was hot out there. Hot.
I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going.
I just remembered I can use my controller on investigation days. Alright.
He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Larry, you really helped out in today's trial.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? Oh. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, and you've been making eyes at him even before that, true. But when we first met him, he was not kind of. He was just really a jerk, don't you think?
I mean, yeah, but you didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay.
I've been asking for months.
I know. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. I'll trim it back as much as I can.
Oh my god, I just realized I have to do a baby Miles, but his voice is deep. Shit.
It was the very end of 3rd grade. Well, actually, it was halfway through the year, by American standards.
Oh yeah, it was.
I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, the kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunches from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared. It was with $38 still inside.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
Oh my god, my heart. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. I wasn't going to read all that dialogue as it goes by really quick.
Oh yeah, I know. In the end, even the teacher thought I did it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that's not baby.
No, it's not baby. I mean, it is baby, but...
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. I feel like Miles is like very well spoken, but he still has that quiet little kid voice.
I know.
Miles? The tiniest baby objection, I know. Look at this nerd! It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I'll replace the money myself. This class trial is over.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine and he would, when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The Dl6 Incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. Larry, I told you all this.
Yeah, well, now I'm actually paying attention, man.
Jesus Christ, Larry. I tried to get in touch with him, but with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Oh, Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth, and I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying it was for free.
Oh, Nick! Nick!
Please stop hugging me.
We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
Chat. Freudian slip there, Nick. I'm the only one who loves him. Another Grump clip I do know, and I have to say it because it's so true. At this point, Dan pointed out, he said, "You only do this for someone that you are planning to one day marry." And it's so true. I believe when you listened to that mod, you started laughing, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so fucking true. Larry, if you could let him go, please. Anyway.
Please, Larry.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who?
I mean, maybe he could be an elder god?
I hope not. I guess I can clean out some evidence that I no longer need. Okay, let's go.
Alright, so what have we got in our court record now? The autopsy report, updated. The lake photo, Misty's photograph, the overhead map, the bullet, the pistol, the metal detector, the parrot, the Dl6 file, and the photo of Gregory.
So you linger on it, even though you claim you hate it.
I'm not looking at it. I'm looking away from my screens and just staring at the mug of tea.
You linger on it.
I hate it so much. Okay, so we essentially just got rid of, like, Lotta's stuff.
Yeah.
Because Lotta's useless to us now. Hey, Larry, you were too excited earlier. 1,000-yard stare? Me? Yes. On seeing that photo? Yes. Okay. Nope. Nick just running into the, like, kicks the door in. Miles!
I demand to see Miles Edgeworth now! You look grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember?
Oh.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money?
Oh.
Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems that way.
You need a hug?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'll give you a hug after we get out of here, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps. Wait. Sorry. I'm not sure I can help you with that. And before anyone asks, no, we are not showing him the case file with Gregory's dead photo. I think even Nick himself is like, no. Because I've done it once out of curiosity. I was like, what happens? And I think Nick himself
You're
is... Look, I had to know if Miles would have dialogue about that. I'm pretty sure Nick himself is like, You know what? Fine. Yeah, oh, it's Maya. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that.
You're right. That probably isn't a good time to dredge up these memories. I don't even know why I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I felt like I wasn't even controlling my body.
What is it?
Nothing.
Huh? Okay, get off that picture as fast as possible. Does he have anything to say about Misty? I don't remember. You can get some interesting dialogue about evidence.
I think it's just basically calling her a sham.
Well, nope.
Oh, not right now. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway?
Wait, what? Have you ever chosen the dialogue option to leave after Miles finally asked you to be his attorney? Because, oh my god. No, I haven't! Why would you ever? You could do that? I didn't even know you could do that. I don't want to do that. Oh, it's out there somewhere.
You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to become a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals?
That's not...
I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not sound of mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case. It's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding.
We're really just not gonna talk about that memory of murder thing, buddy?
Nope, because we gotta drag it out of him.
I mean... It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out.
Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence?
But, even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, we've got nothing else right now.
Nope.
Miles!
We don't have what we need.
Miles! Miles. Do we have any... I can't remember, actually. Do we have any more need for Grossberg? Or has he done his job?
We do need to talk to him, but we don't have everything we need to talk to him.
Okay, I was like... Did we go back there? So... Let's see...
Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet.
Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? Nick, who's this guy?
I don't know, but I like his voice. He gave me a lollipop last time.
Really? I want a lollipop. He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow.
The boat shop caretaker.
He shouted something about catching if it's the last thing I do, pal.
Good luck, Gumshoe.
You two want a lollipop?
I mean, yeah, sure, thanks.
No problem. Wow, Nick, there's a lot of bullet holes in that coat.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
You should just get a new coat.
Maya, that's rude. Maybe he likes that coat.
Oh. Okay, maybe. I'm waiting for chat to start screaming because my mod started screaming. My mod started screaming immediately. I couldn't even get the line out. It made me so happy. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
Oh my god. Chat missed it.
Oh boy, oh well. They got lollipops from a very nice detective.
Yeah, I offered him a lollipop and told him that, Gumshoe wouldn't be back to the precinct. There it is. There's the light bulb. Aww. I miss him too. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods?
Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Hey, you just laughed at my pun. Thanks, Nick.
I love puns.
Yeah, it's true you do. Anyway, I'll be seeing you two tomorrow.
Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. But, really, eyesore, Nick?
Yes. Yes, Maya.
No. Steel samurai. It's not a steel eyesore. That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Oh! I forgot he showed up here.
I know that the clearing of the throat anywhere.
Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg, this is not the time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows?
Nobody's home.
Hello, hello.
Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello.
I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Maya, I think you should just say hello.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Aw, Alan Tudyk would be proud, bless. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great. Now the bird's gonna hate me.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure isn't any money in there.
Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
I guess there might be a clue or two.
If I had a nickel for every Disney movie in which Alan Tudyk voiced a bird, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I love in like the outtakes for Hey Hey, he does like the Hey Hey bagok, and then he starts laughing and he's just like, I went to Juilliard. Like he just can't believe what his life has turned into. That he's just a dumb chicken. That's what's paying his bills. In a movie with The Rock.
The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring.
There's no name or signature on this. It's handwriting is pretty precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read this whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and how to frame Edgeworth. Hauling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in court today. It's all here in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know. But it looks like these are the instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond, he called out Edgeworth. He was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue.
Letter from Safe. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This note details the murder and setup.
There's nothing left in the safe.
I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him.
He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial.
Okay, well, we found that. Do you think you could use that to get Mr. Edgeworth to talk?
I better.
Bye, Polly. I hope she'll be okay.
I'm pretty sure she'll be okay. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of a safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant that you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it.
Now it is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life.
2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the Dl6 incident.
Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the Dl6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out. Help! Get us out here!
Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right.
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
Crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen!
I can't breathe. You're using up my air.
What?
Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you.
What? What are you?
Stop breathing my air!
No, Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth? You mean?
It was me.
No.
I was the true criminal of Dl6. I shot my father.
This is bad. I don't believe it either.
What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't know if there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about Dl6 Incident, maybe.
There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about Dl6.
Oh my god. Grossberg.
Yeah, he said to come by. Come on, let's go.
All right. Edgeworth, I still don't believe it.
We'll be back, Mr. Edgeworth.
You didn't do it.
Come on, Nick, let's go.
Did it.
Nick. To address what chat was saying, didn't Yogi say he was like 50? My parents are over 50. They don't look that old. I mean, same with mine, but it also just depends on the type of life that Yogi lived, and
he had a pretty hard life afterwards.
Yeah, he had a really rough one afterwards, and that can affect you. Also, an acquaintance, I won't say who exactly in relation, at least not publicly on stream, but a relation, like an acquaintance of my mother passed recently, and she was younger than my mother, but she looked about 10 years older, just due to how rough her life was. They had a picture of her for her obituary, and she looked very, very rough. So, I mean, it just really kind of depends how life treats you, how, like, any health issues that crop up or anything like that. I mean, it can, like, life itself can age you, not to mention any medical issues Yogi may or may not have that we don't know about. So, I mean, it just really depends on what, you know, like what happened with Yogi. But yeah, life was not nice to Yogi afterwards. Remember, his fiance committed suicide. That's enough to age you quite a bit.
Mr. Grossberg.
Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened,
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
But what?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father, and the pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
Can you imagine, like, Nick just sitting there despondent through this entire thing?
I know.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. I know I've covered this before, but the context helps. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That's Edgeworth's... Did Edgeworth's dad lie to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. She was a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did.
Huh? Sorry about what?
I think I'll stay out of this one.
This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the Dl6 Incident has done will never be eased. Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait!
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Well, who else could it be with that process of elimination?
Yep. Yeah, Miles wrote a letter to fucking frame himself.
Yeah.
Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma? Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it! I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means... The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Never mind, I don't want him up here. Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
He's also from Europe.
I'm pretty sure he's from Europe.
In any case, yes, you are correct, Mr. Wright. He is from Europe. That was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
He wanted to keep a perfect win record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up Dl6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to Dl6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. Sorry. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe that he'd killed someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police material,
Well, Nick. One day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for that old guy, Yogi.
Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. I think I already told you that.
Yeah.
He's staying out late looking for someone. It sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Just be careful.
Von Karma?
Yeah, he just arrived, actually.
Karma's in the record room.
Nick, let's hurry.
I'm serious, though. Be careful in there.
Got it, thanks.
Yeah, he would know.
Dusty as always.
We were only here yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma.
Nick.
Let's just get what we need and go.
Huh? No, Nick, one of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I know.
The label says unsolved cases evidence. Oh no.
Unsolved cases.
Nick, the file for Dl6, it's completely empty.
What? What? Damn it!
What are you doing in here?
Ah! Oh god, I forgot how freaky this head-on applied directly to the forehead portrait is. Like,
God damn it.
The Von Karma?
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team. I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
Nick,
Oh.
Nick, I think we should leave.
No, I gotta.
Oh god, this is a really...
You can go, I'll stay.
Nick, no, I'm not leaving you. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is... why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival?
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Oh yeah, absolutely, chat. 100%. Then again, I think about this case a lot. This case lives rent-free in my head. The prosecutor in Game 2 closely relates to who you're talking about as well.
Mm.
Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma's going to bring up Dl6 in the court tomorrow.
Okay, let's do the dumbest possible thing imaginable.
Call him out.
This is the epitome of I am Phoenix Wright and welcome to Jackass.
Yeah. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this.
Nick, I really don't think that's a good idea.
This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Nick! What is that thing?
A stun gun. For self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter.
No.
No!
Whoa, what are you...
Nick, run! Ah!
Maya!
Out of my way!
He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the Dl6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya!
The letter. Ow! Did he take it?
Don't worry about that. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister.
No, Maya, that's not what matters.
Not even now when we need her the most, Nick. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya! Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? Dl6 Incident, evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him.
Still bears clear ballistic markings.
I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
Bam. Oh, final day.
Yep.
Oh my god, that is a day.
Oh yeah, it is.
So, to clear something up really quick, because I did do some... Katie did some cursory research, and I did a little bit more deep diving, because it was bothering the shit out of me. And if anyone else is, like, an actual expert, I would love to hear you guys weigh in on this, like in YouTube comments or something. But from what Mod knows, it's not the volts that matter. It is the current, the electrical current that you are hit with. And there's a lot of debate among like the taser / stun gun community about, you know, like how far apart the like essentially like the prongs, I guess is what I'm gonna call them, are.
Yeah,
like,
it's the prongs, the
yeah,
conductors.
yeah, the conductors. The farther apart they are, you know, like the less powerful it is, blah blah blah. But like, you know, like it needs a current. Like it requires so much of a current to even generate like a shock when you're 1 centimeter apart. But it's actually not even watts that matter. It's there's something called like columns or microcolumns or something like that. They're spelled really bizarrely, like COLUMBS. That's how you measure the actual potency of a stun gun / a taser. And but the thing is, ultimately, a smaller change in amperage is more deadly than a small change in voltage. Yeah, but here's the thing: when people market stun guns, they market the voltage. If you go looking, they're like, "Oh, this has so many hundreds of thousands of volts," and that's not really what matters. What matters is the microcolumn charge, i.e., the charge of electricity that gets sent through you. It's the electrical current. And based on some conversion, I use the internet for this because I can't do that kind of math. Are you kidding me? But I looked up a converter, and it's about 1 microcolumn per second, which on a pain scale someone threw together was somewhere between painful and excruciatingly painful, like the kind of pain that they use on like prisoners. So Von Karma, like, because what I did was like I looked up how many volts that would translate to for microcolumns, and I mean, it obviously depends on the kind of stun gun that you have and everything like that, and we don't know if Von Karma made alterations to it, you know, blah blah blah, you know, if he got it altered somewhere. But the way that thing was cracking, like, I know they're supposed to crack very like, to look very intimidating, but, like, that thing was, like, jumping. Stun guns don't usually jump like that. At least not from what I've seen. I did look up some footage, and they do produce, like, that crackle, but not in, like, and I get it, like, you know, like, it's Ace Attorney, they're trying to show how dramatic it is, but, like, Von Karma, like, he was saying people don't die from this usually. He actually wasn't exaggerating. That was a pretty deadly dose he pumped into them. So the fact that Maya went down so quick is not at all a surprise, considering she likely wasn't on the ground. She went toe-to-toe with someone who's 8 to 9 inches taller than her. He's 5'10", she's 5'1" or 5'2". And she may have jumped. I mean, because Nick literally said when Maya jumped him. And, like, to me, I always feel like, you know, for her to wrestle that out of his hand, like, she could have been, like, you know, in, like, you know, mid-jump, or, like, she was, like, falling or something as he hit her. Even so, even if she was grounded, like, that would take her out so fast. Just due to her, due to her small frame. Nick is taller. He is also 5'10".
No, 5'9".
He's 5'9". That's right. He's an inch smaller than Edgeworth. Edgeworth is 5'10". Is it Nick and Larry who are the same heights, or is it Miles and Larry who are the same height?
Miles and Larry.
Okay, so Miles and Larry are both 5'10", and Nick is 5'9". So, and he's still a bit of a broader dude, but. And that's why he went down a little bit longer. Like, that's why his, like, going down, quote-unquote, animation was a little bit longer. But Maud did some research into it. He and Maya both have burn scars from that taser. And, yeah, he very easily could have killed them. Actually. That taser could have dropped them had he held it on them probably longer than he did. but he needed to just get the fuck out. So, but fun fact is that it is not voltage that determines a stun gun. So if for some reason you are looking into a stun gun to defend yourself, if it's legal in your state, it's not legal in some states, so please don't do it if it's not legal. For the love of God. It's not voltage that you need to be concerned about. People are going to try to sell you on the voltage and make it sound really impressive. The voltage does not matter. It is the current of electricity and how quickly it can pass between the two conductors. Obviously, law enforcement has more powerful tasers, and Von Karma essentially had one that was on level with, again, law enforcement in prisons, from what I could calculate. So it was bad. And Katie did some research to see if there would be burn scars, and there are definitely, Nick and Maya definitely have burn scars.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like third degree burns, so I mean they will fade, but I mean yeah, they're still marked.
Mm-hmm. If anything, Nick actually had it worse because his suit and his shirt were thinner material. We figure Maya's robes are a bit thicker material. Hi, this is the kind of shit we talk about in our spare time. We've also talked about, it's not just Ace Attorney either. It's like, we talked one day about how Squall, Zidane, and Titus are all the exact same height. With, like, slightly minor differences. Like, they made Squall, like, an inch or two taller over the years.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the protagonists of 8, 9, and 10 of Final Fantasy are all the same height, but yet when you look at them in Dissidia, Zidane's, like, small. He's, like, super small.
Bugs me so much.
Yeah, it bugs me, too. And I actually have a Facebook status up about that, and every time it pops up, like, in my memories, I share it every year, and it gets somebody new, and they're so angry and so disturbed, and I'm like, good, you should be bothered. But, like, we spent, like, hours talking about that, because we were like, wait, what the fuck? And we were looking up, like, Japanese heights, and we were doing centimeters to
feet and inches.
To feet and inches conversions and stuff like that, and like the different heights depending on the different like releases and like what they were released with and blah blah blah, like what sources could be trusted and what couldn't. So hi, we do this all the time. But yeah, so that is going to do it for this episode. The next one will be the trial. And it is the end. So, the next time on the YouTubes, you guys will see what happens. So, this has been Danny.
And Katie.
And we hope you enjoy. You guys have a good one, and take it easy. Okay, sorry. That save was for, that was a dummy save for when I was testing stuff and I wrote my buddy Max into it. So now you just saw a little bit behind the curtain. Oops. But anyway, have a good one, guys. Take it easy.